Hello creators and makers, this is the Random Engineer. Today we're going to continue with our dog kennel assembly. So we're going to finish just putting the front and back panels and maybe just do the handle of the storage door. So as you see, I just opened my part and I'm just going to make it quit the, just turn off the rendering so it's faster. So previously on the last video we did this part, and we also did that little part right there. So just to finish this, we are going to make sure that these two are flush. I'm going to click on the faces and say the two items are parallel and the set direction is 0. So that means it is actually flashed in the whole sides. So just like we did last time, we're gonna make a little part. Okay, so we're gonna do Control N and say OK. Just gonna think a little bit, and then just like we did last time, we're gonna create something like that. Midpoint, line, midpoint, and just give 2 dimensions here so we can edit it later. Let's say that. So we're gonna extrude it for 3 mil. I believe that was the previous thickness of the wood that we chose. Sorry, I believe it was plywood. So I'm gonna say front and copy the appearance here and paste it there. So now that we've done that, we are going to bring it over to our side, and then we can actually measure it. But let's just position it for now. So right plane and red plane. Just bring it over here. And maybe, yeah, we're going to say that face and that face will be the same. And now also we will say that bottom face and this bottom face are coincident, and we're just gonna edit the actual measures. So I probably want to go from there to there. Sorry, I just want to measure what that is. Okay, so that's 0. That's good. So we're just gonna say from there to there it's to be 1046. We're gonna double click our feature 1046, and we are gonna measure this line to see how long it is, how tall. Sorry, 1070. Sorry, 710. So 710, and now that we are done doing the parts, we're just gonna rebuild it, and we've got that already done. It's easy. So as you see, it's not so complicated. I just want to check these sides. Oh, okay, I just got an idea. So remember we were talking about doing we had to put something in here so that we could close it and then finish the part. So what I'm gonna do now is, well, not right now, but we're gonna have a little square piece of wood, so we can fix this over there. Same on the bottom and same on the hole in all sides. So right now we're gonna close this side, which we could probably use the same part. So even though it's called front, it's gonna be used in the front and back. So you just go Control Copy, Control Paste, Control V, and you'll get that. So now we pretty much do the same as we did last time, and now as you see, it doesn't crash. So it's just like a matter of using these little tricks. So if it does crash, you make sure it doesn't happen again. So now we're done, and we're going to save it, of course. And like we did last time, we're gonna measure from there to there, 1046 by 710. 1046, and double click this, 710. Now we're gonna rebuild it, so it calculates again and updates the geometry, and now we've got it. It's pretty straightforward. So just remember, if you have any questions along the way as I'm going, you can always ask me in the chat, and I will answer you as best as I can. As long as it's SolidWorks related, I will answer you really quick. If it's personal, I will probably just answer it at the end. So now I'm gonna close this, and this is 10 mil here, and I want to make sure this 10 mil here too. So I just, yeah, and that's good because that's the way it was designed, is that I can actually change this, and since this is designed from the center, as you see the front plane, it's right in the middle. If I just change this, everything will update automatically. So that's just design thinking right there. And now it's closed perfectly. And we can pretty much do the same on the other side because of the way it's been designed again. So 2020. And now it's closed perfectly. So now I'm just gonna save it a little bit so I make sure it's fine. And we're gonna do a dock view, which is a walkthrough really. So if you want to add a walkthrough, you go display manager and go to the view scenes, right click the walkthrough and add walkthrough, and you say here again the height. So a dock is about, I don't know, a small dock is 600 millimeters. And if you start the walkthrough, again, you use like you were gaming. So that would be your top view again. You can see the wood, the wood floor, a really nice and cozy space. Those are going to be acrylic walls, or if you have enough money, you can have glass, but I don't think that's the case for a dock kennel anyway. You can have like a high density acrylic so it doesn't scratch, you know, leaves or whatever the wind brings. And you will have the same, that floor is really nice, it looks really good. Now you can go in here and you'll see that. So that it's actually pretty good. And of course up here your dog won't see it, maybe it will smell it, but it won't see it. But you will have your little storage space for your dog food or water or whatever you feel like. And now that I see it from the inside, it's probably too small, so we might have to make it a little bit bigger. Let's just measure it so we make sure everything's okay. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go to the back view, and I'm gonna click on the line and just measure that, which is gonna give me a, oops, should have given me a overall dimension, but since it's not doing it, we're gonna measure from point to point. There you go. Now it's giving me the XYZ dimensions. So that's 100 mil. That's at 10 centimeters. I think that's enough for a gap. Let's make it 15 and be done with it. Maybe just say 300. And we're gonna make this 300 again, so it closes. Rebuild it, and that wasn't the case, was it? Oh yeah, I just remembered. For this part we actually said that 50 mil clearance there. So still think that's a good enough gap, so we're just going to measure that and update it. Okay, now we can measure it. So just click on the line, it's 40, 20, 40. Sorry, 420. There you go. And as you see, the holes update automatically too. Maybe I just want to drag it a little bit closer to the edge. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah. And I just hit that part by just with the tab key. That's what it does. There you go. That's what we want. Right, so maybe another window on the front at least would be good. I think not sure. We need one window in the front and maybe not in the back. Yeah, let's do it here. So now, since I used the same part on the both sides, if I make a cut here, it will update automatically on the back. So I may just leave it there, and I just want to see how it looks. So right now I'm gonna edit this, make a square here. Just, I don't know the dimensions yet, so we're gonna say whatever. Point, and right click, select midpoint, point. There you go. And just give it a dimension. Don't worry that it's not gonna end up looking like that. So again, panoramic views for our dog, 550 by 160. Double click the feature, 550 by 160. And maybe just measure, double click this to see where the cuts are. Doesn't want to say, so maybe the other side. Okay, it says there, 710. Okay, I just remembered. Yeah, we did a relationship there. So you can do the same as I did in this phase. I believe, yeah, I did 3 lines and make them all equal. So it was the same height, just well, like an average 2/4 of the overall length. Sorry, height. And since I already defined it, I'm just gonna say that face and that face, and it tells me normal distance 47.71, and I'm gonna subtract this. Let's see how that looks. And as you see, it should be in the same height now. Yeah, now it is. So that's 2 ways of defining a cut. Good thing about this is that no matter how big this is always going to be in the middle. While this one, if I change the height this is always going to be that from the floor. That's actually good. This actually showing. So we're gonna make this 2 meters and this 2 meters. We're gonna rebuild it and look at the window positioning. You see how that looks? And even though it seems the same, the design makes it so one is more dynamic than the other. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright. So I thought I wasn't gonna like the window in the back, but I actually do, so we're gonna keep it. Alright, so that's our dog kennel done at 90%. Let's just finish this. And so that's 100 mil separation. So for now, we're gonna make the handle here. And for that, we're gonna make that shape. We're gonna right click here and select the midpoint and say horizontal. Select these 3 points and say horizontal. And make a radius by clicking on the points. And we're gonna say, let's say 15. So we know the separation between these two needs to be 100. And now the handle itself will probably like 30. Yeah. So now new SolidWorks 2016 capability, sweat boss doesn't need a profile as long as you want it circular. So just click on the tangent profile and make it so it's bigger. So I remember our screw size is M8, so we want at least a 4 mil clearance on both sides, which would be 16. Let's see how it looks. Let's just give it a black plastic material. Low gloss, yeah. Save it as handle and come here and just put it there. So now I'm just gonna say these two have to be concentric, same as these two. That face and that face has to be coincident. And now if I grab the handle, you can open it there. Also, I just noticed you have to keep it open with one hand, which is not it's not the perfect thing, because if you want to use 2 hands you wouldn't be able to. So I'm gonna think a little bit for the next episode to see how I can just keep it in that place and then bring it back whenever you're done putting stuff in there. So this is gonna be our hinges, and next episode, or maybe not, just want to measure this. We're gonna design the part that's gonna go in the middle here, but we won't put it in the assembly. So that's 20, and this is 20, I guess. No, 20 and 10. Okay. So let's close up previous work and just say we're gonna make those corners, which will be 10 and 20 mil. Maybe we need it in the other side. Yeah, I think so. So that's gonna be 20, and that needs to be 10. Pretty cool. think that's it. Yeah. So this is going to be in the corner, so we can make these two equal. And now we only have to define the actual size. So let's just say we want to measure that, and that's 20. So I'm gonna say probably 30. And we're gonna give it a extrusion, which will be in a big block, so it's gonna be 20 mil, 25 mil probably. And then let's call it separator or something. So just to differentiate it from the other things, we're gonna give it another appearance here. Let's just say we want this for now. So that's our design there. And what that's gonna do is just separate it. That's why it's called separator. So I just want to make sure this is the actual how it goes. So I think that's 20. Yeah, so the good thing about this is that it can be reused in the whole side. So we're gonna say we want that, coincident, that face, and that face coincident, and that face and that face coincident. And now it looks much better. You could probably have a separator right in the middle too, or maybe just up to this way. And since we have used this profile, we can just probably make a cut, 2 holes, and then just fix it there. And then just use regular wood screws to fix the panels to the sides. And that's looking more complete each time. So next episode, what we're gonna do is just put all the separators in the top. I'm not sure about the bottom. I think the bottom is pretty much done. Well, this side is. Yeah, so we're gonna create another shape of separator, which is gonna be here. So using that same one, we're gonna put it here, down here maybe, and down here, and we're gonna create the glasses. Well, not the glasses, but the acrylics. And other than that, I think that's gonna be it. We will probably, oh, I know what we're gonna do. So we're gonna finish that design, and then we're gonna use this same one to teach you about SolidWorks Toolbox, which is like a automatic fastening solution from SolidWorks. So yeah, I think that's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be it. Okay, so that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys next time. And yeah, that's gonna be all. See you soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like it and share it. Subscribe and follow me on social media to know when I'm live. And if you want to support this channel, click on the Patreon button. See you in the next design.